If you have perennials in your garden, odds are sooner or later you're going to have to divide some of them. Corey Malice has some tips in today's Hands-On Gardening report.
Well, dividing perennials is today's hands-on gardening. I'm joined by Steve Hunziker from the UW Extension Office. And Steve, if you've got lilies or sedum or hostas, at some point in time you're going to have to divide them.
There's a lot of different plants out there in our gardens that we can divide, and it's real important that we think about a general rule of thumb. That would be our spring flowering plants we want to divide in the fall, and our summer blooming plants we would divide in the spring.
Okay, and there are, for the most part, a lot of these plants are fairly hardy, so you don't have to be an expert to divide them.
Exactly, and really that rule of thumb that we just talked about, if you need to, we can divide at any time, but our key of dividing is going to be watering. So making sure that we get enough moisture there for those plant roots to establish no matter when we're dividing the plants.
So when would you divide a plant?
That's a great question, and many times a lot of people want to think, I need this many years on the plant, 2 to 3 on this plant, or I need 5 to 6 years before that happens. That may not always be the case. We want to look for some signs that are going on. Are the plants flowering like they always have? Are they getting the big blooms that we want to see? Or are they really small? Or in some cases like sedum, we start to see die out in the middle of those plants. We need to remove those so we get good vigorous growth over the whole area.
And the good news is plants like sedum, your daylilies, your hostas, these are pretty much mistake proof. So they're kind of hard to kill. So don't be afraid to manhandle them a little bit.
That's right, and we really need to make a sharp, nice cut when we're dividing any of these plants out. We can do that with a spade or a flat shovel. We can make a nice clean cut down through them. You can even use a large knife if the plants are small enough to make that division so that we really get separation from them and the roots just start to grow. And remember, no matter what our root system, whether it's a bunch grower or a taproot, we need to take a good portion of that root system to get established in that new spot.
And don't forget to water, water, water.
Exactly.
Alrighty, some great advice there, Steve. That's today's Hands-On Gardening.